Welcome back to Two Fat Asses.
Hey guys, we're back again.
We're back again. I have an update about D4VD. I just wanted to say that they caught this motherfucker and that they caught him on April 20th. Happy 420, David. Fuck you.
Oh.
He is an Aries sun with the Scorpio moon, so it was very, very close to his solar return. So meaning like the sun was going towards his sun. So
Is that always when you turn 30?
yeah, that's no. He's not even 30. A
Oh.
solar return is basically your birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So he at that time he had his Aries sun, and that was making aspects to the return, and then he had Scorpio moon squaring Mars and Neptune, so it suggests that the internal conflict between the aggressor, which would be him, and the victim, and the secrecy in Neptune, this aspect is pointing to this hidden anger and deception, and basically his irritability at that time, so to speak. He also had an Aries stellium, so that's a cluster of planets basically in the same sign, and Aries is very like bam, runs hot very quick. And then the transits and the timing of the arrest, Mars and Saturn were basically the convergence of Saturn, which is like karma. It basically it pointed to his natal chart, so bringing that basic hidden side to like the light, because it was in the very top point of his midheaven. So to my knowledge, I think he has his midheaven where Saturn was like basically making aspects to it at the time.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
You mentioned something is in Aries or something?
Yeah, he has a whole stellium. 3 planets or more in Aries.
Okay.
So he has Mercury, Sun, and then something else in it.
Okay, I got you.
But the fact that he has Moon, I did want to like bring up that, but the fact that he has Moon in Scorpio is just huge as far as like the SA stuff, because I personally know a lot of Scorpio moons. They I'm not going to say all of them, but they have gone through SA as a child, and I know that sometimes people that, I mean, I'm not going to speak for them, but like I sometimes, like, if you're involved, like if you're exposed to that as a young age, you do onto others what sometimes you've done to them.
Hurt people.
Yeah, exactly.
Not an excuse,
but that's where I'm saying, okay, this kind of makes sense. Why would he prey on an 11-year-old girl? And he preyed on her by meeting her online. We know like the whole story.
Could you quickly give us a recap?
Yeah, so he was a Twitch streamer gone viral because he took his music that he made in his sister's closet, and he basically took the music and put the clips to I guess he's playing Fortnite. I don't know. I'm not cool.
Yes.
All right, so he's playing Fortnite, and then he took the clips and they went viral, and he basically did some he's not, I don't call him a singer, he fucking talks but with melody. So he's a melodic kind of emo, and then whatever. Well, then he basically was writing all of these songs about her. She was in the clips. She was like, her voice was actually in the clips. So like, he left breadcrumbs the whole entire time he was doing this. They found him, and like, trigger warning, they found like the body in the front. They call it a frunk of a Tesla, which is weird. Whatever. It was very badly decomposed. He was the one they found out that took the freaking car before he went on tour. This is during her solar return, because they found the body during her solar return. So that, I think it's interesting that he got caught during the solar return. She got found during her kind of close to her solar return as well, because she was born in April. And she also, it was Mercury was in retrograde, so it's like bringing things from the past to the light, whatever, all that stuff. So, and then Mercury is also ruled by transportation, so it's in a freaking car. And then it's also ruled by what else? Children. She's a child. So like Mercury is a fast thinking young planet. So if you're a Virgo rising, for example, that's ruled by Mercury. So you look younger than your age. Normally a lot of people that are Mercury ruled fast thinkers and look younger than their age. So child. That's how I like.
Okay.
So I don't know. Like sometimes people talk about these things when I just think it's fascinating with the transits that were coming up, Neptune themes, which is like things that you hide, like he hid the whole relationship, but then he's a jackass because obviously he didn't do a good job.
Right.
So it is like he was charged formally of first-degree murder, continuous sexual abuse, and corpse mutilation because he cut off the finger. Sorry, these are all pretty fucked up things. Sorry.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly
because
he cut off the finger because he has
been
name.
charged, but
he had his name tattooed on her, and he even talks about a song. He says, "Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her." Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Anyway, let's think. I also since Pluto in Aquarius was transiting, I think that's important because it's just a backdrop because now we're in the age of Aquarius. Right now it's retrograde again. Pluto is retrograde Aquarius. But at the time it was not in retrograde. It was actually like there. So it's exposing like the backdrop, like all the foul shit that's happening like as a collective to the light. So yeah, this is gonna be a crazy case. And I feel happy that they did happy that some light is being shed to this. But I think there should be so much justice for this child. And I don't care what the people are talking about, the parents, and saying shit like, who gives a fuck? You don't fucking murder people just if your daughter doesn't have this home life. Like, people are talking like that. You know how people are assholes.
Of course.
I don't give a fuck. You don't kill a child, period. And that's end of that conversation. So,
and it's heinous. It's a heinous ass crime.
Yeah, and just looking at the way that his mind is, like, I wonder why haven't they seen, like, where were the signs before? But like, if you're the parent of that child, worry about your child and all this shit, because I don't know. It's just his dad's a litigator, so he's like, yeah, and his mom was a teacher, and he was homeschooled. And I'm not saying all homeschooled kids are.
No, but
it's valid.
I can't wait till these details come out.
So
until the details in the trial comes out.
Yes.
Because this is so fucked up.
So it's just a fact. I think that I keep coming back to my brain cannot wrap around the fact that like he was that audacious to put all of the lyrics, like of the crime, like of these things, like pictures, images, and then they looked at her TikToks. They released like the things that she reposted, and it's so sad. She was solely highly groomed by this piece of shit idiot, and he asked people in his chats. He's like, he would have special names for it, like, "Oh, are you a this?" Because he wanted to know who was underage. Like, so, like, he was a predator.
Absolutely.
And she said he was dating other people. I think honestly because he was a short king. She called him. She got too tall. She outgrew him. So he was looking for somebody younger. And then
that's what pedophiles do.
Yeah, he broke up with her.
They don't want you to.
I'm going to expose our relationship, and that's how it happened. And he did it, and he live streamed the day after. And he sounded like he was on crack. He was on a high from like.
I can't wait till all of this unfolds because the story that they're going to paint once they actually take all of this shit. And just side note, from having watched the Nature Boy documentary and how they took so much of the internet to charge his ass, is like it's we grew up not putting all our shit online.
No.
The kids these days put all of their fucking information, themselves, their feelings, every fucking thing, they put all of that shit online.
Which is why they flip them.
It's just, I'm just so curious to see how all of this plays out. One, knowing that his dad is a litigator, like, if you go, this doesn't apply, but if you're talking about how she was neglected by her parents, then what about his fucking parents?
Yeah.
Why he murdering motherfucking people? Not that matters, but Yes, it's a tricky situation.
Yeah,
I really do.
I just think
it's fucked up,
and the
it's
astrology.
Like it reminds me of like a serial killer.
Yeah. I think that was his first one, and if they didn't catch him, like honestly, I think if it weren't for her saying certain things on the internet when she was on Twitch, she said some things that he was like, delete it all, delete this all, I'm media changing, and she's like, no, you did not. Right. She's like, it's a crime to like rape kids. That's far. Like we should delete that. But that's what she said, and he's like, delete all of this. We don't want this on VODs. Can you delete it? And then he got scared. And she's a little kid, so she's nervous, she's laughing. Sure. And then she's trying to change the subject. I'm like, oh my gosh, this poor baby. Damn. Like I felt so bad for her. So rest in peace. Like I can't wait till this motherfucker gets. I know he did it just based off of the astrology alone. I don't care, allegedly, whatever. Yes,
no, alleged for legal reasons because we don't want to get sued.
Yeah, but in my intuition.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
These are opinions. But
these are opinions.
He put his whole fucking life online. We don't judge it.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, and there's so much more, obviously, that you could get into that to look at the things that he did and how bold. Like to me that's crazy how
the serial killer type shit. It's Ted Bundy. It's the going back to the crime scene. It's but
it's in a music form, and it's like, damn it, there are people that are actually out there buying his shirt saying "Free David," and like that's sick. That's Ted Bundy shit. Like you said.
So my friend Diana's in studio. Diana, some of his marketing, I guess, was like having a album release party. Was it like in a coffin or like as a funeral?
Yeah.
The funeral was the album release party.
To sign in like a funeral. Shirts that were bloody. Like
it's wild.
It's like so very in your face, and like to me it's weird because that Aries anger with, if you talk about old school astrology, Mars still rules. Like some people say Pluto rules. Pluto, like Scorpio's ruled by Pluto. I still think it's like Mars ruled, but I just think it's a more under the secrecy. Like there's a like thing brooded to it. So like him being pop off, but he's probably had this systematic like thing in his head. Like
because nobody just.
Yes, and all these and he said he had a alter ego called Atami, which he stole from a manga. He's unoriginal. He stole from a manga.
They usually are. They usually watch other things.
He said, "Oh inspired. No!" In the back of my mind, I didn't kill her. My alter ego did, but like I didn't kill her. My alter ego. So like, I wonder, is he gonna plead that he was crazy?
That's what I'm interested in because. Like I saw a little bit of the clips of like them taking him out of the home. Like he wasn't hiding. They found him. He went with them willingly.
Because his dad probably advised.
Of course.
And his lawyer.
Of course. Yeah. So once the charges, the trial, what they actually unfold and how they put it together. Like I'm so curious who the prosecutors are going to be.
Oh yeah.
Because I really do hope that they're like, go in there. Yeah. And just paint the picture because it's so disgusting.
And it's another so female crime again, a person of color again, and it's just foul. Like, and it's just wrong. Yeah. And I hope that because Pluto will be like out of retrograde when this trial is probably happening, I think I have good hope that like just because I try to, you can't not. I hope that they get this fucking asshole and like there is justice completely for him.
Hell yeah.
That's all I wanted to say and just wanted to like catch up on it briefly, but I've long
No, I think that was good. That was good. I like how you broke that down.
Okay. All right.
So we'll be back with the next update, as the charges and trial and, not sentencing's waiting there yet, but putting it out in the air. The trial dates and all that kind of stuff, hearings, we'll update you as more information comes out.
Bye. I hate that case. It's